It is Ryan Cameron Uncensored, and he's in the building. The legend, Bow Wow.
One time.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Is it do we say your government name now that you're a father?
Yeah, you can say. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah. So
Child,
how should we
Bow.
address you now, Mr. Moss?
Bow.
Mr. Bow.
Bow.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the same.
How we're gonna talk about all the things you got going on, but how has fatherhood changed your life?
Man, it's changed me for the better, for sure. Taught me patience.
Yeah.
Gives me a sense of peace, and just knowing that I have something, like I have more to live for. I love it. Like I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you think, if you wouldn't have kids, you would have more episodes? There's always people sometimes wake up and be like, oh, here go Bow. I'm doing it again. He on one.
No. No, I don't think so. Because, as you get older, you start to navigate, you start to figure it out. You start to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think, I've reached the point where now I'm not figured it out.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
Well, we saw that you gave some advice to Travis Hunter. Where was that advice coming from? Because I was like, wait, is this from past experience? Or, why did you feel like you needed to chime in?
Okay, and what was the advice that you gave him?
I mean, okay, so, it's a lot of things that's been going viral.
Right.
And I'm not really the one to, speak up on certain things, but I don't know, this one kind of hit me because it reminded me of, like my little homies or, my little bros. And, when they feeling somebody and you could tell, oh, that person might not be the one, they got to pass. And,
Right.
it might seem as if they still, and just by the actions and by the things that, she was saying, just it's on the internet. You can see, the whole world can see. It's almost like, yo, young brother, open your eyes and understand, what's going on. You can be blinded, you know what I mean? But, you got to also understand that, the bigger task is you about to go to the league, you about to get your bag, and you 18, 19, you about to throw all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
And you don't know what's about to come. When you hit the league, when you get into that locker room, when you with older men who's experienced, they done did the clubs, and they done, they got the VIP all access, and you ain't never done this. You been in Boulder, Colorado.
Right.
You about to go to a big city, and you're going to be exposed to a lot. So it's kind of like, just kind of like preparing them and just the things that I went through and things that I've seen by me navigating through the game with women, and it's just like, young fella, just open your eyes.
Now, if it
just don't
works
be too
out,
close.
Are you going to come back and retract your statement if they
If it
decide to
works
get
out?
married and continue and have kids and it just
Teach us
flourishes?
No, more happy for them.
You wish him the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy for them.
So many things that you're working on. I should just let you go down the list.
Man.
Give me the top 3 things that you got going on right now.
Prime, for sure. Prime on Peachtree. That's our restaurant. Shout out to JV. Prime Cigar. That's, it's right next door to Prime on
Describe
Peachtree.
that vibe, Bow.
Yeah, the vibe is, I like to call it player. If you ever been to New York, when Hove had the 40-40,
Yeah.
it gives me the 40-40 of
That's a
Atlanta.
different story.
That's what Prime really is. Everybody that come and it reminds me of the 40-40 for Atlanta. We call it the playground for professionals.
Okay.
So,
Y'all ever been in Prom?
You been?
I have.
You been?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Prime
it's-
is dope.
Yeah.
Prime
You
is
could-
prime time.
I'm a cigar smoker.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And you go in there, and first of all, the restaurants, the cigar side where everything is,
Yeah.
it's just very
Sleek.
just professional look. But when you go into the restaurant side,
Right. Yeah.
that used to be the spot we used to party in,
Not Vanquish.
not Vanquish,
Velvet?
Not Velvet.
no, whatever it was. It's so just everything is just changed. The seating is dope. Just the
Cabanas.
whole lighting, and then aren't y'all opening up a bowling alley on the side or something like
Okay,
that?
so
Bowling alley.
okay, wait.
Wait a minute. Not bowling and cigars.
He knows some
Cigars
things.
and
So we was, but now we got Prime Express. So Prime Express is the 3rd installment. So Prime Express is like a touch of the Midwest. We bringing it to Atlanta. JB's from Chicago. I'm from Ohio. So this is gonna be, and I think we're not gonna close until 4 a.m.
Oh
You
yeah,
get
I'll
So a
be
late
there.
night
great
spot, which is
food.
lacking in the A, man.
Yeah, you
Party
get some
till 4 in the
great
morning.
food.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
hookah here, just straight restaurant,
You
straight
said no
food.
hookah.
Yeah, you gotta go to Prime
No
Cigar for the hookah.
hookah.
Right. You gotta
Yeah.
go to Prime Cigar for the hookah. But Prime, we got shout out to Red by Kiss. Got the #1 men's hair accessory line now with the
Okay.
do-rags and the brushes and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And the Millennium Tour 25. And I know you said 3, but I gotta squeeze 4
Go
in
ahead,
there.
go ahead, man. Talk your stuff.
The Scream Tour. I officially own. I'm part owner of the Scream Tour. I went and
Hey.
bought it. So
One time.
looking forward to booting that up, making it
Yeah.
like a yearly like thing, kind of like a Coachella type of situation, but make it called a Scream Festival, and we do it, once a year, every year.
Well, where will that be? Will that
And
be
the first one gonna be in Atlanta.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
So at this point in the game, do you feel, or I feel, you need to do a master class for these other cats who has either come up or coming up, because you're one of the few people who have been in it and still in it before the social media, and now who is using social media to continue, the upward of what you do. How do you feel about that?
I would be lying to you if I said I never thought about doing a master class. I seen like those master class videos where they're, I guess what they do, they sign in online, or it's like an online thing, right?
Yeah.
Talk to all the students. And when I saw that, I was like, man, I have so much, I gained so much knowledge just being 5 years old, and now I'm about to be 38 in a month. It's like I have nothing else to do but to give back.
Yeah.
Like that's how you keep the game going. That's how we keep this thing called hip hop moving. And I would love to do something like that.
We are back on Ryan Kevin Uncensored with Mr. Bow.
He ain't know what to call. He ain't know what to say.
Sir Bow. Sir Wow.
Master Wow.
All those things. And we were talking about the effect of all the things that you've done now, and you kind of teed it up. I'm going to reach out to Mo Ivory, who's a professor at Georgia State, because she does a class and on this, and you would be the perfect example of your whole body of work.
That's dope.
And so I'm gonna reach out to her, and we'll make sure that because I think that should happen.
Oh yeah,
she's done Rick Ross, she's done Luda, and I mean, why not?
Okay,
you definitely in there.
Bet.
You have come along in a time where there was no social media, and we were talking a little bit off the mic. For people who don't understand what Bow had meant to the culture, there were times when we would be out, and I was afraid not only for my safety, but for your safety. And I know I don't want to tell stories that because you have so many stories, but I want to tell this one. You were supposed to do an appearance at a mall.
I already know.
It was so crazy. He could not go into the mall.
Nope.
We always talk about who can shut a mall down.
It might have been South Lake and North Lake.
It
might have been one of them.
Yeah.
It was one of them.
And they had to get a ladder.
Yeah.
A ladder.
Yeah.
He had to climb on the roof of the mall because they were so crazy.
It was insane.
It was insane. So I'm like, this is before. Can you imagine if you were out today, what that would be like?
Do you think you'd have the same impact?
Oh my
because
God!
Of social media? But social media, we're sparking up with so many artists every day.
But see, that's what. Listen, Young Buck.
Is okay.
You gotta understand how. You gotta understand when I've seen it. Like I've done the bowling challenge for 25 years, right? All night, I done had all kinds of celebrities there, all kinds of stars, screen, whatever. I did a daytime one, and he came with the little girls. I never made more money on anything in my foundation ever.
That's crazy.
Because of you. I'm saying I want to give you your flowers now.
That's
because
dope.
You came in, you did it. You always, unlike a lot of people, we talk about this on the show a lot of people don't like their fans. You love your fans, which is why I think it would have been astronomical, because you interact with people. You're in it and you're of it, which is a big deal to me.
Absolutely. No, that's important to me. I mean, without the fans, I wouldn't even be here. That's what I do it for. That's why, I continue to do these tours. Like me and Chris, we about to put out our brand new record here like in the next couple of weeks. That's why I continue to still
Chris
do it.
as in?
Oh, Brown. Breezy.
Okay, you got to make sure to tell people, man.
Yeah.
Look, they getting happy in here.
Yeah, we got one for sure. And that's where I get the energy from.
Right.
Even when I'm on stage, like I fuel off that. I'm a people's person, so. Which I get flack for sometimes, but I love people. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's what I do for.
I'll definitely say that. So I was really young. I don't remember how old I was, but it was when I was in Girl Scouts, and you sent me and my troop T-shirts and the DVD. I can't remember what movie it might have been, but it was so long ago. And you talked to us on the phone and everything. It was like always a highlight. I remember that. So I'm happy about that. Now we're seeing the Millennium Tour, and what can we expect? I know the last one had a lot of drama with whatever groups it was, but what can we expect on this one?
I would honestly, a ratchet ass good time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
One time for the ratchet in the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, you got to think. We got Plies, Boosie enough is just lit on his own.
He's gonna be
you know
ratchet
what I
by
mean? No
himself.
telling what he gonna tweet or say while on tour. Like, you know what I mean? And of course, you got Ross. You got myself, of course, bringing the energy. You got you got Trey. You got. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Like it don't stop. And then, of course, like the beautiful thing about the Millennium Tour is there's no telling who gonna pop out. And I think we've kind of like made that a thing now. Like, you know, once I got on it, bringing Snoop out, bringing Chris out, and we came to Atlanta, I brought the whole Atlanta out. It was just, it was unfair that night. I'm not even gonna lie. It was unfair that night for a lot of people. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be up there. Like I'm excited. I can't wait. A lot of cats I've been dying to go on the road with. I didn't get a chance to. We may have shows together, but never had a chance to really tour one another. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be exciting.
Would you ever consider Vegas?
Like a
residency?
Yeah, just I mean,
Ain't that crazy?
am I prophesizing something over here?
That's crazy.
Everybody looking around like, how you know?
What the hell? Yeah, Ron. That's because Ron, he been around since day one, man.
Okay.
You know, Ron, he got the insight. But something was just brought to my attention right recently.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't know exactly what it is yet, but I'm sure they're gonna entertain
Hey,
it.
man.
But
Let's speak
it's-
that into
I'm
existence.
excited.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, it's already
Yeah, no,
let's
it's-
speak
it's-
somebody
it's-
else. You know,
it's in existence.
Bring back the let me
It's
hold
gonna
you
happen.
challenge or
Yeah.
something, you know.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, man, you know what we want to say, man. We are so proud of you, and
thanks.
and I don't want because I'm always going off on people not supporting my stuff, but I always feel like I want to give people time to go through the growing pains and figuring it out, especially when you're talking about staffing.
Oh yeah, you know.
and getting people who want to work.
Ain't it crazy,
man, bro? That's why I was
Ain't it
like, let
crazy?
me get a little time.
Ain't it crazy?
So
bro?
if you tell me I can pull up, you got the right people in prime now. I'm
we
good.
We done had our year anniversary. We booming.
All right, we're
Business
good.
booming. Oh yeah.
So
we ready
I'm ready. I'm coming. I
anytime.
want to lounge
anytime.
for sure, man. Hey, y'all get up for Bow Wow one
One
time.
time.
Appreciate it.